Hello everyone. Today we are here at the Cherry Hill Mall. Now this is a mall, it's a very old mall. It's been around since the 60s and yet it's still going strong. It still is busy every time I come here. Today we're on a weekday, so hopefully it won't be too crowded. But we're gonna go check this place out. Now I'm not gonna be doing like a full comprehensive history of this mall because there's a lot to it, but we're just gonna check it out, see the sights, and have a good time at Cherry Hill Mall today. Look at this cool retro logo here. And what do I hear? Is that a fountain? Look at that. We still have a fountain at this mall. We're gonna go take a closer look at that. Yeah, but look at this mall. Just very big, very open. You gonna make a wish?
Yeah, I found one singular penny left in my purse, so
we're gonna throw it into the mall fountain and make a wish.
Here we go.
What'd you wish for?
I can't tell you.
Oh. So down this way is the Nordstrom, and I think this used to be a straw bridge. And they demolished the entire straw bridge and made this whole addition to the mall. And it looks like there's actually a second fountain up here. I like the cool stonework on this floor here. It's very unique. It's better than just the plain white ones you see everywhere nowadays. And over here is Nordstrom. We'll take a look at that. Go ahead, what were you going to say?
I was like, is this what's trending?
I guess this is the hot new fashion.
Yikes.
I don't know.
I actually like that orange jacket though.
Yeah, it's nice to see bright colors, you know.
Other than that.
Yeah, so this is Nordstrom, and I heard Nordstrom is actually closing up locations, that they're actually struggling, which kind of makes sense because they're a higher end chain, and the clothes here are pretty pricey, and I just don't think people are spending money on that anymore. You know, I think it's so funny that old NASCAR shirts are in fashion now, because my dad has a whole closet full of exactly this. It's trendy to dress like my dad nowadays.
He was ahead of the
time, way ahead of it.
Shout out to Dad.
So this Nordstrom still has its cafe. The Nordstrom near me has closed down there, so I don't know. I guess they might be having a hard time keeping these open inside their stores. And I guess if they're closing their locations, that might be one of their places where they're looking to make cuts, you know? But the vibe in here is pretty cool, I gotta say. This is kind of a unique looking Urban Outfitters with this plywood front and these little cutouts in it. I don't think I've seen another one like that. Maybe they're out there, but I don't know. Now this is a store I don't think I've ever purchased anything at. I mean, the style, it's just not really for me, and their clothes are just way too overpriced in my opinion. I guess they kind of appeal to like sort of like a hip crowd, and that's kind of passed me by years ago. But this is a cool looking store. These light fixtures here are really cool. Really beautiful touch. And down below, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this at a mall. This mosaic of these flowers here. Just look at that. That's so beautiful. Yeah, look at all these individual tiles. And this image of the flowers is just printed right onto it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this anywhere else. Almost like a pixel art type thing. And we are heading into springtime, and this is their setup for pictures with the Easter Bunny. I guess it has kind of a candy theme to it. Look at all those pieces of candy, all those marshmallow peeps, lollipops, gummy bears. How much fun is that? So we are here on a weekday afternoon, and even on a day like today, it's still pretty busy. This mall is thriving. And I guess it just goes to show that with good management and a good location, a mall can still survive in today's climate. And now this mall, it's right near Philadelphia, so you get people coming from Philly, Jersey, all over. So this is kind of a mall success story. Now up ahead here is actually a diner that it's right in the middle of the mall concourse, and it's currently closed right now, but this was open for decades. And I want to say just like last year before, this shut down, and I believe the owner was having some issues, some legal issues, and that's why they had to shut it down. And they're actually hoping to reopen this, but for now, it's sitting here closed. But how cool is this, just to have an old style diner right smack dab in the middle of the mall? Look at these great marble countertops. Very cool, very retro here. Hopefully they can reopen this. Hope the owner can pay us back taxes or whatever the issue is. But yeah, just imagine coming here, sitting down, having a cup of coffee and a sandwich while people walk past you in the mall. So I think this is a fake tree, because if you look very closely at it, there's a lot of dust on that. Someone needs to come in here and dust the trees. And so this is sort of a modern mall, but it does still have some cool embellishments on it, like this little swoop section here on the ceiling. And this was originally a Rouse mall, and now it's owned by Priet. And it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of keeping it full, keeping it alive. And it's nice to see it's still going strong. And so up ahead is the Macy's. And look at this beautiful storefront with all this green marble here. And now I believe this was formerly a Bamberger's department store, but it's still very old school looking. Let's get a closer look at that. Yeah, just look at that and all that chrome accent on it. Very cool. We have this empty space over here, and I am not sure what this used to be. Maybe this was something attached to Macy's and might just be using it for storage now. Let's see if we can sneak a look inside here. Oh yeah, so they have this walled off and they're just storing fixtures and stuff in there. Very lovely, this court area. Now, if you look up old pictures of this mall used to be absolutely gorgeous back in the 60s and 70s. It just was like a beautiful oasis with fountains, plants. It was absolutely gorgeous in here. Anyway, let's check out this Macy's. Very old school looking inside here. And look at this escalator with all the wood trim and this old brass on it. Let's take this for a ride. Oh wow. This is absolutely beautiful in here. Look at this. This is some old school department store stuff right here. Yeah, this must be original from when this was a Bamberger's. Because just look at this. God, it feels like you're walking right back into the 70s. Yeah, I'd take the 70s prices now. Alright, check out this kitchen section. Look at this old school tile work down here. Look at that. All right, so we're back in this center court area. This is sort of an L-shaped mall. Kind of difficult to navigate in my opinion, but it was very popular at the time. Just definitely an interesting architectural structure here. If we look up above us, we can see this, and if you look at old photos, you can actually see this same structure, and this whole court area was just filled with plants, waterfalls. It was absolutely gorgeous. And now it's kind of plain and white, but I guess that's just how things go. Look at these suspended panels from the ceiling here. Now, I don't know if those are original to the mall, but they definitely have an old school look to them. And this was a Rouse mall, and Rouse malls were just known for being just very beautiful. I think some of the ones by me, I think Woodbridge Mall was originally a Rouse mall. And look up here at these windows that go all the way up to the ceiling. Those were a feature you see on a lot of Rouse malls. They're selling Freddy Krueger's sweater here at Zara. And now this way takes us down to the JCPenney and the food court. And it actually splits into two sections. 2 floors, I should say, as we get further down. Oh, look at this PopMart store. Now this is where the popular Labubu comes from. I think we're finally past the Labubu trend. Yeah, here he is. No one wants Labubu anymore. And look at these dolls over here. These are really something. These are each like $1,200. Like, they're cool, but like, who's really going to spend money on one of these things, you know? Look at this dude. He's a little house man. Oh, he's kind of fun.
There's a ghost coming out of him.
Oh, it's a ghost. Yeah, look at that. So this is Hirono. And I guess, I don't know, is he evil? Here he is with a mashup with Chucky. And these are kind of cool. I don't know. I like these things, toys, trinkets. They're fun. I don't go spending a lot of money on them, but they're pretty cool. Oh, and these are from different anime. These are from Evangelion, Detective Conan. Yeah, this stuff's fun. It's cool to come to a mall store and see stuff like this. Like, I don't really buy this stuff or collect it, but I don't know. It's neat to see it. This is kind of cool here with these Aeropostale and American Eagle stores with their storefronts extending all the way up to the ceiling here like that. That's kind of cool. And that JD Sports up ahead. So this is very modernized mall, but it's still, I don't know, it still has a nice appeal, a nice vibe to it. Alright, so here's a directory of the mall, and I just kind of want to show you this to kind of give you an idea. So this is the section that has that cool fountain, and up here is the Nordstrom, and then we have this sort of L shape to it, where one wing leads down to the Macy's and the other to the JCPenney. So the problem with this mall is to walk the whole thing, you have to double back a couple times, and it's kind of frustrating, and it's one of the reasons why I don't really like this mall in general. That, and it's usually also always crowded, but I hope this kind of gives you an idea of just how annoying the layout is. And right here is where the floors split. I guess they added the second floor later on. So let's head up. Alright, up ahead is the JCPenney, and I'm surprised to see the JCPenney still holding on. Over here we have this massive Old Navy. Yeah, all in all, this mall is a very healthy mall, and I think it'll be around for a long time ahead. Look at this old style JCPenney storefront with that bronze glass on the top. And I think this opened up in 1979. This was added to the mall. And over here is our food court, and it's a pretty standard food court. A lot of different options. And pretty big, too. Oh, check it out. It's Anime World. I wish they had stores like this when I was a kid. This is pretty crazy.
Oh, you are a kid.
I am a kid. Look at this. They have all the manga on the floor here.
Hi, how are you?
Look at this old school Build-A-Bear workshop. I can't say for sure, but this looks like it was maybe like a 90s era one. Yeah, this definitely looks like one of the older stores. There's this like weird hallway down here next to the kids' Foot Locker. I'm gonna walk down here and see what's here. Looks like they're turning this space into, I don't know, maybe like a store space or something. I think there's a salon down here. But this is kind of strange. Kind of a weird, eerie, liminal hallway. Okay, so we have Jackson Hewitt. And this is a nail salon. Yeah, this is weird. They must be working on something back here. I don't know if I can get a good look. Alright, so I brought one of my old digital cameras with me. This is the Olympus FE20. Let's see what the pictures of the mall look like with this thing. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up for our trip to the Cherry Hill Mall. It's good to see a mall as old as this one and with so much history in it still going strong in the present day. So many malls have either died or they've just been completely changed from what they originally were. And this mall, it's still a nice experience. It's one of the nicer modern malls in my opinion. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe to see me on adventures in the future. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.